Getting to know Nutrien here in Narnagoon, catching up with Dave Scott. Long way from nowhere for me, mate. Narnagoon.
It's temporary accommodation. I'm staying with my daughter and son-in-law whilst we're having a new house built. So, yeah, we're in Narnagoon this afternoon. That's where we're coming from.
Absolutely beautiful summer's day. Nutrien Equine sale, mate. What actually attracted you to putting your lot number in the upcoming sale?
Well, first of all, I had a direct approach from Mark Barton, and I welcomed that. I think that's a nice footing to start on. I had a call from Mark, asked whether I'd be interested in supporting their sale. I'm a believer that there is scope and need for competition in any marketplace to bring out the best in people. And the Nutrien people have been super active so far in generating a catalogue with 300 odd yearlings, and you know, the depth and quality of that offering just says to me that these people are serious about what they're doing, and it'll be really interesting to see how they get on in early April.
They've given me free rein when I said I was going to come and do an interview with you. I know Mark was stoked. He was honestly, I can honestly say that he was openly stoked. For a lot of people who aren't aware, Dave, you are the president of the Cranbourne Harness Racing Club, and you are the chief water filler at the Cranbourne Harness Racing Training Centre.
One of my duties down there, but I'm fortunate that I've got that as an outlet to give a couple of young people a hand down there of a morning. So I do that 3 or 4 mornings a week, and that's great.
It's one of the things you like to do is put back into harness racing and all the rest. You only have a small band of mares. You don't only have, what, 3 mares on your books?
3 mares on the books, yeah. So only breed a couple each year, yeah, to sell, predominantly to sell, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got some of the better named horses going around there as well. I must say, out of one of your mares, the lot number you've got in the upcoming Nutrien sale, Bacardi Lindy out of Sunny Folly. What can you tell the people about this one?
Lot 164, nice yearling filly, a later foal, but is coming to hand really nicely, up with Kath McIntosh at the moment. The mare's done a great job at stud. She won 7 races for me, bought her in New Zealand, Sundown mare. And since then she's gone on to breed really well in the breeding barn. She has 7 foals, 3-year-old and older, all 7 have raced. 6 of those have won, including the Group 1 winner, Elusive Charm, who in turn has gone on and
left winners as well.
Left winners as well, nice winners. Melpark Magic up in Queensland's gone 157, won nearly 90,000 now. And Is That a Bid, who won the 3-year-old Vicbred Super Series just a few weeks back.
Yeah, and he's a lovely horse too. Is he a 2-time Group 1 winner? Is That a Bid?
He is, yeah, he won it 2. He won the Vicbred Platinum at 2. Yeah.
Oh, the Platinum, yeah. He is a lovely horse. So she just keeps leaving winners. She recently just left a winner.
Sunny Folly's current 3-year-old is a filly called Silent Reverie for Joe Vasallo, and it was good enough to win at Melton after being competitive in the better races toward the back end of her 2-year-old season.
Fortunately or unfortunately for some people, if they had to listen to me or not, I was actually there one day calling at the trials, and I think it sort of typifies Sunny Folly's breed, or the way they are. I saw that Silent Reverie trial, and to be honest, she was pretty slow and counterproductive, but she just kept getting better and better. And you can actually see now in her racing career, she's going to get better and better as she goes along.
And that's the way the breed has typically gone. Invasive is another very good horse, or was another very good horse out of that family. He ultimately went on to win 16 races, took a time of 157, won a heat of the Great Southern Star. But he was doing his best work at 5 and 6, although he won at 2.
Yeah, and they keep getting that little bit better. What drew you to the trotter?
Love the trotter, and it's always, I reckon, where you first have success is where you think you're going to make your mark permanently. In my case, the first horse I raced successfully was a pacing bred filly that I leased from Noel Simpson. It was by a horse called Scottish Brett, who later proved to be a bit of a dual gated sire. She won 12 races, and so from then on I was determined I'd race trotters, but I couldn't really buy one in Australia at that time. They were either tightly held, those that were truly trotting bred, or they were by Safely Kept or Scottish Brett or the Contender or French Chef. Whatever pacing stallion happened to leave one, then you might get a trotter.
You only have to look at any results, and I don't care, you can pick up the paper today and I'm sure there will be a trotter one somewhere in Australia, minimum of one, out of a Sundown mare. It is just a proven line, isn't it?
It is. It is a super mine. And look, people said they were super hot early. You know, if you had a Sundawn, everyone said they were half loopy. Gee, they've just kept producing at the races, those horses, the Sundawns. And the Sundawn mares, I think, are super.
And it's sort of your family. They keep getting better and better as they get older. Kath McIntosh is preparing this horse.
Yes.
What brought you to
Kath?
Yeah.
I was at the yearling sales last year. It was a stinking hot night. I think they were about to have the yearling parade, and I wandered by Kath. And she asked, would I like a bottle of water? And she had a Northern Rivers branded bottle of water. I don't know what it cost her or how she thought to do that, but she offered me a bottle of water, and I stood and chatted with her for 5 or 10 minutes. Had a look over a yearling draft and just thought, well, look, this is a very professional person. This is somebody I'd really like to deal with in the future. She's
going to have a huge draft again in this year's sale, but she'll still have her bottles of water. Branding is one thing that's very important, I think, for any young people. Like, I mean, you do the Harness Racing Training Centre, but I think young people should be out there, should be aware of branding and branding themselves as well, because it clearly comes back, doesn't it? That was just
a chance encounter that actually led me to spend more time than I otherwise might have with Kath, and to have that conversation that ultimately has led to me having a yearling prepared by Kath in this year's sale.
Are you excited about the 2-day field?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, they've got 300 to get through, so you don't want to wear people out on in one day. But I think it'll work. Yeah.
It's going to be a big ask for a lot of people to go back and forward, but I think there's a lot of people keen to do it as well. I think it's one of those things that it's exciting.
And look, it's worked in the past. The Magic Millions sale in the thoroughbred industry. Well, I don't know how many days did that go over, 3 or 4.
No idea. It's always on Sky 2. That's all I know.
And even the New Zealand Standardbred yearling sales.
It's 4 days now.
Christchurch always used to go over a couple of days.
It's 4 days this year. So
was it? Well, there you go.
Yeah, so it's a big sale. Getting to know Nutrien Day, Scott, mate. Anyone wants to touch base with you, you're more than happy to answer questions and field questions.
Yeah. I'm at the regular at the races. Do come up and have a chat with me, and happy to discuss the 2-year-old that I've currently got in work out of sunny Folly. And
how does he go?
He goes nice. We think he'll go to the qualities in about a fortnight. Look for him at Melton on the 1st of February. All we're doing is waiting on a name for him now.
What's your hopeful for your names?
We've got a name in for him. We've only submitted the one, and we hope that he'll be called Mojito Madness. Mojito is a rum-based cocktail, and that takes me to the Bacardi Lindy side of the breed. And Sunny Folly, well, apparently Folly is some form of madness, so Mojito Madness it just might be. Slight
in-joke, but you didn't come out about this name with one of your little holidays through the COVID restrictions with your wife, did you?
No. My wife, Linda, we'll call it there. Linda loves a mojito, but no, we haven't been out for a mojito lately.
Dave, Scott, thank you very much. This has been Getting to Know Nutrien. Thank you very much for your time, mate. Good luck at the sales.
Thanks, Paul. All the best.